The world can now hear us.
Oh no.
Hooray.
And welcome to this week's episode of Dummies and Dice. I almost forgot the name of our show just then.
Welcome to the challenge of Eros.
We're 6 idiots and 1 dice are playing board.
This week
You know,
on
I
Dummies
think
and
I have a
Dice.
name for the other campaign I run as well. Let me go check.
Oh shit! Yeah, is it players that just get
the
high?
server's called DnD.
Oh no, that I was going to say that one's just called another one.
Another one.
DnD for noobs.
And another
is
one.
what the server is.
And another
D&D
one.
I got one here.
Technically, the one you're playing in is Ancient Bones. I need to think of a amusing name for the other group.
Man, I
Slice
made
of
some
life
great
D&D.
notes. Those last week's notes by me were great, guys. Don't know about you, but these are not last week's. The week before, I have no concept of time. I mean, look at these notes. Thanks, Nate.
You're welcome.
I'm so glad you like my notes. Wolfpack beats Dragon Clan, yeah.
Be back in a sec.
Okay. I'm glad you do, because I don't. I don't know anything.
Allow me to be sarcastic, woman.
Alright.
I should probably pull the monsters up. Continue as you were, as I... Oh, no.
Well, it's your job to start us off.
Well, Odd isn't here, so...
Oh, he pissed
Hell
it.
yeah.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay.
This week.
We're professionals at this.
Totally.
Yes, much profession.
That would imply we get paid.
Yeah, and I don't have the money for that.
We're paid in love and gratitude and exposure.
Whoa. The
Oh,
best currency
that
now,
exposure, guys. Give me free art!
That was weird.
No chance in hell.
Hey, he's back.
Wait, oh,
Shit, Odd, I
No,
need
we're
you to
paid
go on slightly longer.
promises of not getting murdered.
wait, so at the end of our graduation year of illustration and art in university, there was like a mass email from someone that came to our thing being like, hey guys, so we're like a loot crate stationery company. We'd really love it if you guys could give us art for exposure. Like, you know, we're really popular and all of us were like, no. Stop praying on my mountains. This person was like, yeah, I was once an art student myself. I know what it's like getting into the world. So hey, exposure. I'm like, no.
You should know that exposure does fuck all.
Yes, it's like if you want art, pay for it. You said it yourself. If you're a popular loot crate company, you should have the money to pay your artists. Fucking bullshit.
That's always the downfall of we're popular. Then you're like,
Yeah.
if you're popular, you can afford to pay people.
Mm-hmm.
So does being popular count with 2 people following?
Yes.
I have a total 2 followers, guys. They're my best friends.
I have 2 fans.
One of them's actually my father. Don't tell anyone.
The other is my slightly weird uncle. We don't think about him.
Great exposure for you, though. Great exposure.
By weird uncle, do you mean you're not sugar daddy or?
Anyway, I feel like
Oh,
that
God,
is a
that's
brilliant
right.
time to start. We return to our adventurers, -1, as they have just somewhat successfully applied the use of sneaking up upon the enemy. This was somewhat broken by the 8 wolves being summoned into existence to surround and attack them. However, baby steps. Having suffered a loss to the masked and caped fanatics in the crumbling temple ruins, the party had retreated to further up the mountain. Arsene was forced to pay Talon, an enchanted longsword, as the price for daring to cross the cultists. However, they were allowed to escape with their lives and even found a new ally along the way. A short, long rest later, you went back in to attack them. The lizard folk shaman had agreed to help you and has provided some useful healing to the party. However, the alliance is only temporary, as he warned if they found themselves to be in over their head, he had no problems with fleeing. The alliance still seems to remain, however. Having launched a successful attack and apparently taken out one of the higher-ups, the remaining cultists have retreated into the depths unknown. With only books the cultists had been looking at and the odd healing potion, Talon is nowhere to be seen. They retreated back up the stairs, and now the party sit in the ever-crumbling church ruins. Has the party's lust for revenge been satisfied? What exactly were they even meant to be clearing out of this temple's ruins? Will enlightened self-interest provide their downfall against a smart pact of cultists? Let us see what this adventure holds for us today with the dummies and their dice.
Woo.
Alright, we're taking a short rest, yes?
So I'll keep
I
watch
guess.
during it with night eyes because I didn't take any damage. But I'm fine.
During the short rest.
Yes, in case they come after us whilst everyone's trying to short rest.
Alright. Short
I forget how much XP each of us had.
I'm trying to remember what the hit dice is for the short rest.
If you click it on D&D Beyond, it reminds you.
You should have 5 1d8, I believe, for
What does it say there?
If you go onto
Okay.
your sheet
Yeah, I'm on the sheet.
and you click the short rest button,
Ah! Oh, okay, thank you. Alright, so that is 1d8. plus
Okay.
2. Okay.
Um.
I'll roll. I'll roll 2 of
I
those.
forget what the 4 was for.
what for?
Was my health supposed to be at maximum health?
It's not quite maximum health, it's 36
It's
out of
eight.
37.
Okay.
Plus-
I don't remember concentrating on anything.
13, I guess.
It was the hand was no, you didn't. It wasn't the hand. It was
I used for short rest. And for short rest.
one of your level 1 concentration spells.
What's Ninja's
I don't
HP
have
at?
a level 1 concentration.
Boar's HP is at 25. Oh, and Sano, you regained 13.
Yes, I'm at 36 now. So,
Oh, did
Boar's is-
38. You're at 38, you maxed.
Did Sano use one of
No.
his spirits at one point?
No, I didn't. I was at something. You say
Why
I
did
maxed
get
out?
extra?
Yeah.
Okay.
According to me, you're at, hang on. According to me, you're at like 28, not 23.
Okay.
Oh, we'll take it.
I don't have a clue in
I
mine.
won't complain. It's more HP, man. Yeah, I can't edit Boar's HP, so that's not going to be useful to me.
Oh,
So
right,
I won't know
let
where he's
me-
at.
Let me give you the ability to control Boar. There we go.
Awesome.
Right, short rest while we're keeping an eye.
What is Boar's?
Then plan is to
Murder
sneak in.
everything.
Alright, so during the short rest, I would like to grab out my old leather armor. Now, considering in world it was actually just a plank of wood and not leather,
Leather, yes.
yeah. Can I try and fashion a shield out of the wooden chest piece of my leather armor, quote unquote?
Oh,
You know what? Roll an intelligence check.
Intelligence! Yay!
Yay!
this is
Uh,
where what D&D Beyond versus
I don't think I have... Where's my intelligence on here?
was it wood or leather?
Alright, so it's just +1 slash D20 +1. That's an 18.
Okay. With an 18, you are smart enough to be able to attach some sort of strap to it. It is a semi-functional shield. For the purposes, we will count you as wielding a shield, but your AC is only increased by 1.
Okay. That's 17. Yay! I'm slightly harder to hit.
Very cool. Woo!
You're not entirely sure how many hits the shield will be able to withstand either, but for now.
Alright. And also, how much wood, like from the rotted wood, is around us?
A lot.
A lot?
Yeah.
How much of that would burn really nicely?
Depends.
I want to bring up the possibility of smoking them out with the wood and just throwing it all down there, lighting it on fire, and just letting them suffocate.
There is likely to be another exit.
How about we block one of the paths like that, so that way they're forced to come out a different direction instead
Do
of
we
going
know
right
where
at
the
us.
other exit is?
Very, we don't.
Assuming it's probably at the back of the area, up near where the Shadow Dragon is. You have to get there somehow.
Well,
I would say we send our most quiet and hidden person in first, who can report back, and they're really stealthed.
Well, that certainly isn't me.
No. Staring straight at what looks like nothing.
Oh, you're looking at me?
Be really
You know, it'd be nice to be addressed by name.
if someone
Agnes,
who
would you like a moment to talk to your imaginary friend?
Imaginary?
excuse me?
Lucian stares at Cerno for a minute. And then
I'm
at Agnes.
going to go talk to my deity.
Like that one's religious.
Roll. I want to roll to see if she's making this up.
Roll a deception check and roll an insight check, Lucian.
What do I need to
Deception.
roll for that?
Can she
let's
can
see.
she get advantage because I was saying it's an imaginary friend?
No, because she changed it.
Ah.
That's a +2 for you, Lucian. A
Agnes
D20
is
plus
good.
2.
On what roll do I need to make?
D20 +2 for insight.
20 plus 2 for insight.
You feel like Agnes might be attempting to hide something.
You do not, in the nicest way possible, you do not strike me as the religious type. And I think you're hiding something.
My deity.
Care to share with the class?
Hey,
Half the class know already.
hey, Lucian.
Yes?
You know that sword you gave me? Can you,
Yes.
what's the word for making it light up? Can you teach me it?
I have.
Not like...
During the night.
I don't know.
You don't? Oh, yeah, of course.
In
That's...
darkness, the unsheathed blade of the sword sheds moonlight. It just sheds light.
I'm making a distraction here, DM.
I'm just letting
Fuck
you know
off.
that it lights up that both Lucian and you are fully aware that the sword just lights up when it's in darkness because you are
I
both
know.
attuned to it.
I
So
know.
it's essentially a giant pointy glow stick.
Basically.
Yep. I mean, there's the other versions of glow sticks in this world called sun rods, but that's beside the point.
Well, I feel like you guys forget Arsene's charisma's only 11.
And my perceptive's like what? Perception's
Your...
-1.
What's your passive insight? Oh,
+2 on insight.
yeah, it's better. That's much better than my ability to lie. My deception's a +0 was. Well,
Deity would be oh so kind to scout out. They're not the most godlike. Not at all, actually, but
You know, I think you're beginning to lose me here. Oh no, I'm slowly drifting away. The wind, it's so strong.
it would be oh so kind of them to scout out. I'm sure their skills would be remarkable in doing so.
And what's in it for this deity?
His deity would have no one to talk to if this doesn't go through. Go back to their lonely existence once more.
I feel like blackmail isn't the best option here.
Lucian, you're going to have to excuse Agnes. She's been through a lot. Her imaginary friend, as she sees as her deity, is her coping mechanism.
They think you're loco.
Okay then.
Most of this group have seen said deity.
Who is this said deity? Maybe I would have heard of him.
Doubt it. Dayron?
I thought it was Dayronica.
Oh yeah, that one too.
You know, I'm feeling like less and less going down into dark, dungy ruins. I feel like working on my tan.
Dayron, huh?
Nothing's coming up the stairs so far.
Nothing's coming up the stairs so far.
Oh, run for short.
Well, if
Oh, no, I
Agnes's
don't.
imaginary friend refuses to do it and possibly sending us to our death,
Hey.
Hmm.
I
Tell
guess
short one over there that I just haven't been offered anything.
Son, I can't hear this.
don't know.
He's
Yep.
I don't know what more I could offer that said deity. I am
hugs.
trying.
Hugs. That's a good thing to
Oh,
offer.
No.
I don't think that's possible.
Tell you what, if I do this one thing you want me to do, you'll have to do something I want you to do.
Which
Oh,
would
that's
be
not good.
I don't know yet.
Hmm.
A fair
Deal.
trade. Equivalent exchange.
I said deal already. You do not need to persuade.
Okay, Edward Elric.
It's just to see Elric.
Right, fine, I'll go find this. What am I even looking for down here?
You are to go ahead, I would say, and making sure. Just warn us how many around the corner.
Has he agreed to do it?
Yes.
Okay, we need to know. You can see the gears in Cerno's head really working for this. How many of them are there? And if possible, where they are. And where Arsene's sword is. Can he
Does
do
he wanna write
those
that down?
3 things?
You know what? I don't even know why I asked that. I can't hold anything. Ooh, and he just kind of sinks into the floor.
And he's gone.
Oh, we
Like to search or?
I'm not sure. He just literally went through the floor.
Oh.
You suck.
Oh, I wish we could hear him too.
Lucian is just looking at Agnes now with kind of a look of concern.
Man, it must be amazing to be able to talk to gods. You know, you ever think about that? I don't know.
I wouldn't call him a god.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yeah, sorry, deity. God. No,
Mm.
different from gods.
Never got that far in the order.
So I assume we just wait here until he reappears.
Unless
Probably
you
the
have
best
any
plan
other way
at
of
the moment.
scouting down those stairs.
No, not really. Not without that gets us in danger, no.
Mm.
Girl's just listening to see if she hears anything going on outside and whether or not they've decided to come up the stairs.
Alright, perception check.
Oh, I said I was hoping I was going to keep an eye out too, didn't I? Did I? Oh.
Right. 15? Well, you don't hear much noise from down the large flights of stairs. and from what you can tell outside, the ruins appear to be undisturbed as normal. Whatever creatures you fought earlier and tried to eat are seen as a tasty morsel. Apparently, either A, learned their lesson, or B, were all killed. You do sort of hear the impatient tapping of Ro on his staff, and you notice one or two misplaced sort of bits of rubble on top of the trap of Cernos, which you tried to hide earlier. Still pretty well hidden, but there's one or two things you can tweak to make it look a bit better. Other than that, you don't really notice anything.
Lucian glances over to Ro and asks, because we didn't exactly take the time to ask you, what were you doing in the ruins originally? If you don't mind me asking, that is.
Okay. He kind of sits, looks at you, glances you up and down. That is not something you need to know.
Do you have purpose to stay at the ruins if these were all cleared out?
I could and probably should leave right now. However, I said that I would aid you.
I feel like we need to get down those stairs as soon as possible. I could make one. How tall were the roofs of the cave?
The ruins, they were built to a decent height. They're about, I would say, 10 feet high.
So if there was a black cat crawling along the roof, being very stealthy, would they see it?
Depends how much they were looking. They did have light, so it's not like it would have shadows to hide in. Most of it is lit up down there, because they have been thoroughly searching things.
Question, and Mage Hand put out light?
Mage Hand, if it was like a candle, it could snub it. If it's like a torch, well,
No.
not really. Like, if you could put out something with a hand, then yeah, it could, but with if you couldn't put it out with a hand, then no. Although, let's see, what cantrips do people know?
Was there any water down there?
There's small little puddles, but not much. Although Arsene does know thaumaturgy, which can light and whiff out fire. If I recall.
You can. Yes, definitely. I know what my spell can do.
Is it? Your voice booms. You can cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color. Harmless tremors, create instant sounds.
No, it's prestidigitation.
You can see in the dark, right?
Oh no, it.
Okay.
Thaumaturgy is the one which can't. Thaumaturgy is the one which can't change the light. My bad.
Prestidigitation can snuff out candles.
Prestidigitation can. And there's one other one which I can't remember.
I think Druidcraft can do it.
Yeah, I think it's Druidcraft and Prestidigitation. My apologies.
Dayron's still not. Well, I don't know if he's back, so.
Well, I'm gonna say, is there anything else you particularly want to do, or would you just sit and wait until Dayron reappears?
What spells do you have prepared, Cerno?
Cure Wounds, Good Berry, Healing Word, Witch Bolt, Moonbeam, Pass Without Trace, and then all my. I don't have any third levels. I don't even have second levels left either. All I've got is my 3 firsts.
What about Agnes?
I have quite a range. Mage Hand, Minor Illusion, Poison Spray, Shape Water, Shock and Grasp, Sword Burst, Burning Hands, Chromatic Orb, Mage Armor, Shield, Alter Self, Burning Hand. No, I'm going for it again. Darkness, Levitate, but only I can levitate. The Hand, Spider Climb, Web. Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, you cast Mage Armor on yourself, didn't you?
I did.
And that additional HP you guys had has disappeared as well.
That's what it was.
Just making sure to take that off as well. But yes, you are currently at 14 HP because you do have Mage Armor on you. All right, unless there's anything else you guys particularly wanted to do.
Agnes, how would you feel about using Alter Self and make it seem like you're one of the cultists and captured us?
Do you think they would have sent someone up?
I mean, we could literally just kidnap a guy and take him out, and then you pretend to be him.
This is possible. I don't know if it changes my voice.
Mm.
Does Alter Self
Oh,
work?
no, it
Does.
Since I'm RPing as Boar for Ninja, I'll say that Boar is currently impatiently tapping his foot, waiting for the okay to go back down there. While watching
You
down
decide
the
what you
stairway.
look like, including your height, weight, facial features, sound of your voice, hair length, coloration, and distinguishing characteristics. You can make yourself appear as a member of another race, but none of your statistics change. You have to be the same size as me.
And you can't become a horse, essentially.
It's not a polymorph thing. It's like a different. It's like a variant of disguise
It's a
self.
stronger version of disguise self.
Mm.
Rather than illusion, you actually change yourself to be such.
So that includes clothing and what you're wearing, right?
No.
So it'd be one of them in Agnes's clothes.
I believe so, since it says you transform your appearance and it's transmutation rather than illusion. So I would believe your clothes stay the same, but the way you look as a person changes. And obviously it allows you to alter your voice and everything, unlike disguise self.
If we got the clothing of one of them, then it may work.
We could also question it if we do grab someone. If we keep them alive.
But being able to get one of them on their own is proving difficult.
Especially after our last trip down there. I have to ask. It may be none of my business, and if that's so, I apologize. What is the significance of this sword? Like, after what happened last time, we barely made it out of our lives. And we are specifically making the trip to try to get that weapon back.
Well, I mean, it's a nice sword, and Savingal gave it to me when we first met her months back.
So there's a lot of sentimental value for this. It means a lot to you.
Yeah. Well, sure. Also, I mean, these people aren't exactly the nicest people in the world. I think it'd be doing some good if we go around, you know?
I agree, and I haven't forgotten about my own reasons for tackling them. Or trying to destroy them. But the same time, I have encountered them before. We don't know how many people there are in there specifically, not forgetting the Drakes. And originally, when I came to this island, it was for a reconnaissance mission. I was trying to gather information. The moment we
Whereas
encountered
we were sent to clear out this place.
and if you don't mind me saying, maybe underestimating the number of creatures that were here. Like, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong there.
I don't think our employers knew what was here.
I think they were expecting the little creature, the creature that you
don't
fought.
think a divinator knew what he was sending you to? By the way, there's like 7 guys, 3 weird scaly creatures, and they're in different rooms. Rawr!
Sono still looking down. Sono and Ball still looking
I was
down
gonna
the
say,
stairs. They don't know
he's
anything.
just floating behind Agnes doing jazz hands.
How many did he say? This isn't asking anything, this is me asking for notes.
Pardon, 7?
7 humanoids, 3 scaly creatures, and they're spread out. In a relative area, but it looks like they're expecting you to come back.
What about the sword?
You
I
can't hear
haven't
that,
said
remember?
anything.
Right.
There are 7 men, all humanoids.
I think some of them are actually women. Sexist. God.
Where's the sword?
Humanoids
Did you
works
see
for
the sword?
both, technically.
Did he see the sword?
We don't.
Well,
I did see the sword. That guy who beat you all up last time's carrying it. It looks very fetching on him.
Called
the
it!
guy that you
You
didn't
fucking
see
cunt.
anything. You were sat out here staring at piles of wood when we were in that fight.
Yeah, but you've been talking about it. I'm not deaf, you know.
You're not dead
Deaf,
either,
deaf,
apparently.
You know, you
Go back.
develop a horrible lisp when you're a smoke monster.
Where was the man with the sword? And I know.
Well, you see, you come to these crossroads and you take a left, and then you come to a large hallway going down to the right, and you take that and you follow it along, and you go past the human and the Drake who are waiting to ambush you, and you get to a room guarded by 2 humans, and it's on your left, and he's in there with a few other guard Drakes and a few other humans. At the end of the hall, there are a few humans hoping to also get the jump on you.
And they're all in that area? Or they're more spread out across the.
No, they're pretty much all there. I think they found what they're looking for.
So we know the area that they are all in. They're just spread out along the way.
And we know where the
Could
sword
he-
is to boot.
If we go down there and we start walking along the way, could he tell us or show us where they are so we get the jump on them? It's like a reverse jumping,
They don't even know.
and then Ball will time and go, yeah, reverse jumping. I'm
was
sorry,
impressive.
Ninja.
I
No,
can't
that
wait
was
for him to see
That
the footage of
would be
this.
sinking into the ground, small one. And as Dayron says that, he does just start sinking into the ground.
Cerno doesn't see this joke, but Comet finds it funny.
I know, and only Agnes hears the brilliance.
I'm assuming he would be able to do this. If he is willing to.
Alright. New crazy idea. And Ball will chime in and go, boom boom stick. Use boom boom stick on the room with all the guys.
When did he become a caveman?
I don't... Look, I'm doing
No,
my
he's
best,
always-
okay?
He's always called it the boomstick. I was he has called it boomstick before. Why? Boom, boom, boomstick?
Well, if they don't mind getting swords stabbed into them in trying to chuck the explosive into the room, go right ahead.
Ah,
The room is heavily protected. I think killing off those that are going to jump us with the help of Dayron would be.
They're not that
Better
spread out. As soon as you start fighting one of them, they're all going to hear it.
How
Mhm.
about we just type Lucian and just basically hand him over that way in exchange for talent?
hey,
And then, hey, hold on, listen. One, we can say that it was your fault that we got dragged in here because it's plausible deniability, but we don't tie the handcuffs as tightly and put on an act for them so that way they think that you're the one at fault and they have reason to distrust you already. For us, we're just a bunch of randoms. So they would be having their attention on you, and we get away and then circle around back and then take them down while they do whatever they want with you.
Right.
Lucian is staring at Zavangal in disbelief.
They would
Feel like-
instantly kill him. And
Feel
probably
like-
try to kill us.
They wouldn't believe us
Find out
after
who
we came back to kill them.
Not to mention, glancing over to Ro, they're bound to recognize him too.
That's true.
What if we led them back? Back towards the staircase, and we fought there.
Will they actually follow us though?
I don't think they're that
If they
stupid.
found what they're looking for, I highly doubt they're going to leave it open and exposed for someone else to maybe sneak in.
Do we
Well,
want to set up
then
a
they're
trap
trapped
for them by
themselves.
the entrance? For them, if
That
this is their
is
exit.
not the only way into those ruins.
Do you know
Shit.
the other way?
You have seen the grey-skinned men, no?
Hmm?
Yes.
Yes.
They
Oh.
come from deep below the ground. Caves on all of the island connect. One connects to the ruins.
Oh,
Could
Well,
we seal off the entrance to this ruins? Have you
Has
been
Agnes
to the?
Has Agnes actually described where they are?
Nope.
I know of the place. I could take you there.
If we seal off the entrance to this one, make it damn right impassable, and then follow your lead, maybe we could ambush them there.
I do not know these caves.
Where? Do you know where the caves meet these ruins?
In the ruins, yes. But where that
Which-
cave leads is all over the island.
Where in the ruins?
It is near the ruins trophy room.
In the far corner away from the staircase?
Yes.
That is where they are all grouped.
Then closing that entrance seems impossible.
we could hit them from behind. Go through the cave.
We don't know the caves.
if they're all grouped together in one area, do we have any large AoE spells we could try and jump them with?
I mean, if you give me enough space, I can just, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Then
True.
they would
I
be
have the
surrounding.
long range version of that.
You'd have to get in pretty close for that, though, which would be a difficult.
Yeah, but I've got this, and Cerno hefts the shield in his arm.
That's
Cerno,
no.
this is how we got caught last time, where
Mm.
and when you get surrounded by people, they start beating people up.
And getting
Hey.
cornered.
I can cast darkness on them to try and confuse them, but that's all I've got in terms of AoE stuff.
Hmm.
Be back in a second.
I have the
Um,
same spell, only I would be able to see in it.
I don't think I can do that.
Hmm.
No, you can't. It's a special
Well,
special edgelord sorcerer feat.
well,
Probably be better if we use Agnes's version. And if we manage, since we know where they are, we can use that in that area. Sneak in, grab Talon, and then run out. Or we could take them all out.
Take
I'd
them all
rather-
out.
I'd rather kill them.
well, if Dayron knows where they are. He points them out along the way. We get the drop on the first two, and then we see how they react and act accordingly.
If they're in, they would have to come down a hallway
And
to get
as
to
I
us.
said, as soon as you start fighting, the rest of them will hear it.
It's true.
As soon as we start
Best
fighting,
case
the rest of them-
scenario, you don't get surrounded.
But they would have
Most
to
case
come
scenario.
down one hallway, correct?
Worst case scenario, the drakes just get behind you.
Drakes behind us would not be good. I forget they can burrow.
What if you use web
Could they
on
burrow
them?
through that? Maybe not.
They could
No,
burrow
but
under it.
they could. But then it would make killing off the other guys easier, and we know, although the drakes are scary and tough, they don't do as much damage as the other guys.
Well, if you just web the
The other
hallway,
guys, the other guys have range though.
do they? None
Well,
of them had range.
You've seen the lower guys throw stones, and you
Yes,
saw
but-
the leader guy use the crystal, which he smashed, but you
Mhm.
didn't see the second in command use a crystal.
Oh, so they might all be melee then.
Web the hallway, stop the advance of most of the guys. Guard drakes pop up behind. We deal with them while the guys are held up in the front.
We kill the guys held up in the front first because,
But then
The
we have the
drakes
drakes in
are
the
in-
behind.
but I guess it would give them a bit more advantage on us when attacking us. But the drakes aren't as big of a threat, I don't think. Are they?
Yeah, but they block the way
They
out.
can quite hit. They can hit quite hard.
Well, the humanoids hit harder, but then they're easier to take out. The guard drakes hit hard, but then they're more durable.
Mm.
Yeah. And they just don't roll over. A pot drag. Yeah, Britain.
We take out the first two. They probably send out the drakes behind us.
I-
Set a web on them
I mean, I could.
and darkness in front of us.
I think
Mm.
that when taking out enemies, we should all target one creature at a time. If we try to pick them all apart separately, that's where they kind of get us, in that they work together and tend to attack us all at once while we try to attack them all at the same time.
I could.
It's just stopping them from coming and surrounding us.
True. I don't have anything. I don't think, no. I mean, if they do attack us from behind, I can hellish rebuke them to try and drop them down a bit, health-wise. But
How wide's the hallway that they're all hiding along?
Same width as the rest of them.
Which is, sorry, it's 10 feet, right?
Give or
2
take.
squares? Yeah.
yeah,
2.5.
it was
So
2 to
between 10 and
3.
15.
Me and Lucian up front. Bor behind
Okay.
me.
Because of his range. Yep.
Agnes next to Bor. Arsene and Savangal in the back.
And what about Ro?
Where would
Ro,
you feel best?
depends where he feels safest.
I do not do well with being hit.
Okay.
For
Well,
range?
Perhaps.
So if we map it out real quick, Cerno would be front, Bor would be behind him, there Lucian would be next to Cerno.
Mhm.
Agnes or Ro be next to Bor. And then there'd be one of them behind Boar, space next to them, and then Arsene and Savangar behind them again.
I don't mind being at the very back, in case the drakes do come around, because I can take a few more.
Out of character, longsword or longbow?
If you're up,
We're up front, longsword.
yeah,
Okay.
unless we start fighting but you can switch between them. It uses up your bonus action to switch between them.
Yeah.
Are we good
Okay.
with that layout?
Yeah, I'm happy with that layout for me, where I'll
Or
be.
maybe Agnes behind Cerno that she can easily see and web over him.
So since I came back to it midway, what's the majority of the plan? Out of character?
Alright, we were gonna, because they're all grouped up in one, the majority of them are grouped in one bit, the one with the guy with talent is there as well. We're gonna get up to them, Agnes is gonna use her web to slow them down, and then
That are likely to pop up behind us,
the drakes are likely to pop up behind us.
as well as hopefully using Dayron as an alarm system, I guess.
Are we cool with this?
I still have healing spirits left as well, so I'll pop one of them out when the drakes show up.
At the first sign of trouble, we run. Got it?
Okay.
Make
Yes.
sure that if someone's left behind, not everyone flees, because that's not fair for the other guy.
If they
These ones
start
have
to
got
surround
water.
us,
Or to
You
prevent
guys-
it,
sorry.
or to
continue.
prevent it, nobody gets stuck and gets surrounded. Okay.
We need to make sure that our exit route is always clear.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure they don't have the advantage on us because they're pack tactics.
All right.
Right. Yep.
We cool?
Sounds good. Cool. Sounds good.
All
Can
right.
do this.
We start making our way down.
God
Yes.
help us.
Downtown.
Sneakily. We sneak.
Dayron going first.
Yeah, just
Avangel is
sinks
going to
into the
turn into
floor.
Stealth Cat.
Yeah, all stealth. One roll stealth.
Okay.
I don't know
Rolling
what
for
Boar's
stealth.
stealth is.
Plus
Do you not have his
7, I
character
think.
sheet?
Yeah, I'll check it out in a minute. I'm just rolling mine first.
+6 for him.
Plus 6.
Thanks.
God
What do I
damn it.
roll for stealth?
That's a natural
you
one.
are +2, but you need to roll
Oh
2d20s
my
odd.
2d
Oh yes, you have disadvantage.
plus 2d20 plus 2.
Yeah.
Perps.
Alright.
Would Savangal like to
Oh.
walk on walls?
Oh, it's disadvantage though, so it's only 11.
Yeah.
Wait, Nate, did we agree that with the spider staff, I still have to concentrate?
Yes.
Alright, so
So
Sono's
is
got a
that
natural
Angel?
1, Boar's got a 21.
Oh, oh. Okay.
An 11 for the cat and the fighter, and a 5 for the mage, which just leave Rose
Come on, Ro.
on a 15.
Wow.
Pretty damn good.
Does Dayron need to roll stealth to see if he distracts Agnes?
You know what? He's going to roll a performance. Damn, that's annoying.
I feel like Agnes is used to ignoring annoying people in her old job, children, Dayron now.
Yeah, unlike her old job though, he can float directly above her and just wave his hands endlessly in front of your face, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I was gonna say something that makes backstory patterns bad. It's not get shouted at.
As Sono's walking down the stairs, he's fiddling with his shield. It's not quite sitting right on his arm.
Well,
It's making some noise and stuff, I'm guessing.
I'm not drawing that, by the way.
What?
I've already got shit. I'm not drawing him with a shield. I've already got shit to draw for D&D. Because
God.
Atlas is bribing me.
Yes. Yeah, this is.
You just see Dayron vanish off like that.
Damn it.
Let me know when we can see the room. There we go.
Out of character, wasn't there something in this corner of the room that Agnes saw?
Yeah,
saw
over
ground
there. Is there
moving.
something? Did she mention that to everyone else?
I did mention there was ground moving.
Mentioned it to me at one point.
Anything there?
There appears to be some disturbed earth.
Doesn't look like anything's there now. Like it's not drifting or anything.
I see they haven't cleaned up the bodies, meaning that we can take the armor and pretend to be them if we really want to.
That is true.
But they know they're already dead.
Hmm. But then it'll kind of throw them off for like a half a second before the fighting starts, so...
The armor may
Well,
be good, if anyone needs it.
I
Mhm.
feel if there is
What is the armor they're wearing?
For most of them, just simple leather.
I don't think any of us
Yeah,
can do
right.
better. So
Or wear armor at all.
So the directions he gave, walk down this way.
You just saw
Left.
him go. You just saw him essentially. You just saw him go like
You didn't
that.
see him anywhere.
Yeah, sorry. Agnes just saw him go like that.
Left and then a right.
Alright.
Down that hallway, and then they're going to jump out at some point.
Sano's peeking around the thing.
Agnes also just hears. You know, you should really look at what they were watching. They're reading. Quite interesting.
Doorways aren't open at all.
Doors are closed. They seem to slowly swing closed.
I've seen Seven Girl try and have a read of what was on the bodies. And what they were doing.
Agnes, he
Yeah.
hasn't pointed anyone out yet, has he?
Is
No.
these bodies?
He pointed out the books though.
Are there books on
Don't
these
go too
bodies?
far.
This room was a library.
We can
Right,
check it
that's
out a
fine.
little later.
Where's Ro? He's not exactly following behind us at the moment.
I have way too many things to control.
Pass the control over here.
We are all sort of staying in the rank and file that we described before. Everyone's just slow at moving character tokens, right?
Mhm.
Nothing around the hall yet.
He said they were far down the end.
Yeah, but I'm trying
They were
to...
getting ready to jump us.
I can see... I've got my produced flame on.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
holding
you're
it in my
blind
hand.
as a...
I've got it for
you can't
light,
see
and
shit.
then I'm gonna toss it.
You've got
Alright,
the
well,
orb.
Sano, your produce flame limits your vision to there.
You've got the orb, remember?
Yeah, but this works as a 2-for-1. Currently.
Agnes's vision stops. There.
Sono will get out the orb, make it sort of glow. And then he's got the flame in the hand as well. So he's got the light.
What is the light from the orb again?
Let me double check for you.
It's either light or daylight. Which one are
it's-
you using?
It's light.
All right, light is just a 40-foot.
Yeah, so
So I will give you an aura of 40. At the edge of that is blindness for you.
okay.
For those with dark vision, you can see to that black bar. For
Hmm.
Agnes, you can see to, well, pretty much near the end of the hallway.
Right. Sono keeps.
Agnes motions to Dayron as if
He does his best. Does his best air hostess impression. He points over here, and then down here.
There was nothing in the room. There was no other entrances in the room here we saw from first glance before when we were fighting there, right?
No. There was only that one entrance. Agnes tries to point to the others that are on the door on the right and the left.
Alright.
They can only see the first door.
Yeah, but she's pointing that there's on the right and that they're on the left.
Date whisper.
You're daring me to whisper? No, we're getting
No,
close.
but my point is, you're pointing to, for what they can see, they're pointing. You're just about pointing to a door, and then you're just pointing into darkness.
Yeah, but they get the idea that they're going to be on both sides.
That they're further down the hallway.
Can I say as we're walking down, I'm holding Produce Flame to throw as an action? And I'm just
Certainly.
renewing the flame every time, like, turn passes or something?
Certainly.
Thank you. And Boar will hold a... Does he have... Yeah, he has a dart, so he's gonna hold the action to throw a dart as well.
I've drawn my bow then. My short bow. I don't know what the range is on
Longsword has been drawn.
I guess I'll get the staff ready.
Okay,
They'd be
can
able
we
to
say...
see the door on the
we'll
right by
say-
now, right?
Do I see the door on this side, right? It's open...
You can see the door.
Open, shut.
It's closed, like all of them.
No reactions yet?
Wait a minute. Wait a
Nope.
minute. Wait a 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 minute. Carry on.
Okay.
I was reading a spell. I had an idea, but it don't work. I can't lock doors.
Okay.
Ew,
Bloody
football.
Yeah.
If it's light enough.
Oh
If
no.
it's light enough,
Oh, good
maybe a
grief.
hand or half a head.
Oh, half a head.
Heart.
Thing is, we
Maybe
didn't
a
exactly
lung.
decapitate anyone that last round, that last
It's
battle.
the
did
heavy.
we?
No. And it's essentially, it can only handle a couple of pounds.
Mm-hmm.
The head of a drake is way more than what the mage hand could handle, I'm afraid. Okay, so the mage hand can't lift more than, what is it?
10 pounds.
10 pound. Which, for all of us smart people who use the metric system,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Please help.
He says as he's googling the
10 pounds is about 4.5 kilograms.
Is this doorway just 1 foot? Like 1 square, or is it 2 squares?
No, that one is 2 squares.
Okay.
That's more akin to a double door.
Alright.
You could pick up a bag of fresh pasta. That's what I'm comparing it to in my head.
So no,
Agnes tries
just once
to.
motions back to Agnes
Oh.
and confirms that that door there is the one that Dayron pointed at.
She knows, but she's trying to ask Dayron
mean,
and hand signals how
got-
many people's in there.
Got Boar and Lucian kind of in your way there. And Dayron's just going to go, "What are you trying to say?"
Mm.
Cerno,
Can't say shit.
can Cerno see what Agnes is trying to do?
I mean, there's a lot of people in the way.
How can he see? Oh, we moved.
I mean, either way, he's sort of having to look between Boar's legs and around Lucian. It's.
Mm.
No, Comet did not roll hit dice for Boar.
Should he have done that?
No, I completely forgot to, what with everything else. if
Yeah,
Sub wants to
Born
be
needs to go
benevolent and say I did, then that's fine either way.
Go on.
Alright,
did
what's
say
his
you
hit
were
die?
You did.
Because I can't do
already
short
asked
rest for
that.
him. I
A
can't
D8,
edit
I
his
think.
character shit at all. A D8? Plus?
Let me check.
1.
Plus 1.
It's Constitution modifier.
Okay, thank you. And he gets... So that'll be 6. I'll roll another one. Why not? 7.
Hmm.
So he's back up to 38, so that's 2 of his hit dice used.
Mm-hmm.
Agnes then tries to get the group to notice there's also going to be ones on the left.
Yeah, Cerno can see the left up here.
So if they attack this door, they're probably going to come out there as well.
Nate, question. With this room here that we went into, it only had one door, didn't it? It was
2 doors.
two doors? As in two, so it had one down here and then one over here.
Yeah, one here.
Yeah, okay.
There's the one which Boar and Cerno went into and got trapped, and then there's the one which the guys fled out of. You saw multiple other doorways leading up that hallway.
I'm just debating if I should ask Night Eyes to hang around back here as a lookout. I don't want him to get hurt though.
You could do.
Bear in mind that is one thing that happened when we encountered the cultists for the first time. And
The
let us
guard
get
drakes were
separate.
going around back, and Night Eyes just happened to be in the way.
Happened.
Hey,
I'll tell-
they took the shortest route. They went through the wall, and she'd left them left Night Eyes right next to the wall they went through.
I'll tell
Cerno,
Night Eyes.
Cerno
Take
taps
it
Boar
this-
to get ready with a dice, or a throw when Boar readies a dart. Cerno's ready to fire, and he tells it to pass down the line of open the door, of Samagal to open the door with Mage Hand.
Night
Possible.
Eyes is like pressed up by the ceiling, high as he can go, out of the way, keeping an eye out.
Does Night Eyes have a climb?
No, he can fly though.
Athletics check. I mean, if he's pressed up against the ceiling, he's either flying
I'll
against
just,
the
like-
ceiling, or you're going to have to get him to roll upside down to try and grab the ceiling.
My mate, what's the most beat? Yeah.
Or he's going to have to land on the wall and then climb onto the ceiling.
No, but I just like, so he's not on the ground for the drakes to get a go at him, basically. Creatures, Night Eyes, 6 foot flying, speed, 15 movement.
I think what Abby's trying to do is find a perch on the wall.
There isn't. These are walls, and there's the odd torch sconce. I mean, there is little bits of crumbling, and it is brickwork, so there may be something for him to hold on to. But like, it's not a given, which is why there's a roll required.
Okay. Athletics, strength. Okay, maybe just have him like flying in a little circle.
All right.
He has a -2 in strength. I don't think it's good.
Well, I mean, it's. I am taking into account he's a small creature trying to hold on to loose rocks, so like.
I don't want him to fall and take bludgeoning damage.
He's not gonna fall and take bludgeoning damage.
Right, he'll
It's
attempt
not
to
that
climb.
far.
Cling
He would
onto
only
like
take a d6 anyway.
cling onto like side of this with his head poking around.
Alright. Roll to see how well he is clinging on.
D20 -2. Plus. A 10.
Okay, well, he's sort of shakily holding on to the wall. By the way, if you got a -1, he would have just been hanging from his tail.
Oh, buddy.
He's sort of hanging onto the wall. He's got a bit of a good grip on some of the stones. He's near the top of the ceiling. I mean, he casts a bit of a shadow. If you're in a rush, you might not notice him.
Okay.
If you're quite low to the ground and your eyesight is limited to sort of straightforward, you also might not notice him.
Okay. Good. Just he's sentry, and if things look hairy, he's coming straight back to me.
Savengale tells Night Eyes and Draconic to pretend to be a gargoyle.
Alright.
Oh, I
If
got it.
we're ready, I
Yeah,
will open the
I know
door.
it's holding his action, so's Boar.
Me too, with my longbow.
Lucian's holding his action as well.
If I move close to the wall, there we go.
Oh, I can't ready a spell, can I? And then use another spell. So
No.
Nope.
I will.
Because technically so for holding a spell, you cast the spell and then you just don't release it, which is why it still uses a spell slot.
Yeah,
I'm trying
she's
to think
gonna cast Mage Hand, but then like immediately pull out a spider staff.
the staff is
I'm
out,
not ready to spell.
but the spell isn't ready.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Mage Hand on
The door creaks open.
What do we see?
That's not good. That's another door.
What do you do?
You don't see anything?
That is what you see. All right, Mr. Pedantic.
Look.
Huh?
Nothing.
Incerno see Agnes. He's like, and he's pointing like and mouthing.
Apparently.
There you go, Mr. Pedantic.
Together, Lucian.
That's misses. Thank you very much. Or
Together.
miss.
Alright. And Boar will be here. Okay. We both move forward to here and here at the same time. So we can see the entire room.
Okay. Well, there's a doorway there. There's a Drake in the corner.
And all of
There's
this
a
is
Drake in the
happening in the
corner.
moment.
This is all happening in the moment, and
Throw the flame.
it quite as you step forward, you see it. It sees you. You do not get it surprised.
Oh. Can I not throw my thing since I was
Because
holding my action?
you do not get it surprised because you had it. You had a
Yeah.
natural 1 in stealth. I'm afraid.
Alright.
So this creature was expecting you.
What
so
about
as you
my
step
stuff?
forward, you got 11. It still knew you were there. I'm afraid.
I thought it was 31.
No.
No.
So you rolled twice, and we took the lower number because you're disadvantaged at stealth and
right,
heavy
right,
armor.
right.
So you rolled an 11, I'm afraid.
You have loud armor on.
Yeah,
It
you got
makes
loud
noise.
armor on. So you see that there is a door in the top hand corner. I shall now play commence battle music. You see that there is a door in the top of the room. There's the Drake, which is somewhat pressed against the wall. I would like you guys to roll your initiatives. Unfortunately, you do not get the element of surprise.
Hey, my initiative didn't change.
15.
fuck.
Hey, mine didn't change either. What's
D20
Well,
plus 2?
plus?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever you.
He gets a lovely 7.
No. It's okay. Mine was
It's all going down.
mine was dreadful. You don't worry.
Boar got an 18.
Oh shit.
Rogue gets
Oh, we need to stop that guy before that Drake before he buries under
Yeah.
and alerts people.
Alright, so Boar got an 18. Lucian got a 5. You know,
Does
I
this
feel like
match up
Lucian's.
with what Agnes described what Dayron said about people in the room?
No.
There's only one Drake? Or was there supposed to be a guy in here? I don't remember.
He didn't give exacts, but he said that there were pairs waiting to ambush.
Alright, that's not good.
Okay, so 5. The Drake got a 7. Savangol got a 23. No, not a 32, a 23. Okay. Arsene got a 9. Sano got a 15. Agnes got an 8. Radio, let me order the turn order.
I'm positive that for each D&D session, I'm only allowed to roll above a 10 a certain number of times.
Right. Samangal. What you doing?
Why'd I roll so high? Well, she's just going to walk up there because she doesn't know what's going on. So she's like waiting for them, and she sends a message like, "So, is there anything in there?"
Yes.
Meanwhile,
Are we able to reply to that message?
Yes, you're able to reply to that message.
Yes!
It sees us. It's not happy.
She can only send message to one person. She picks Cerno.
So we get a
Probably
yes.
the better person.
Does Savangal move forward?
A little bit. Right there.
All right. What is
Okay.
Boar going to do?
Boar's gonna step over his little buddy. He's gonna take a... I don't know. How many key points does he have?
Same number as his level.
Yeah, but I don't know how many he has left.
Ooh,
He regains them after a short rest.
Oh, regains them after a short rest, right. Well, I can't untick them, so he's got 5...
I've already done the short rest for him, so yeah,
Alright,
he's got all uses left. I'll keep tabs of the stuff for you if you want.
thanks. Boar would like to throw... He's gonna throw his punch. He's gonna do an unarmed strike. That's a +6. Does he get 2 attacks?
Yep. 2 attacks per action.
2 attacks per action, so that's that. That is 12 and 9. No.
He can also use his bonus action to attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. 12 and 9. Both miss, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
As he flails his fists forwards wildly towards the Drake, it sort of snaps at his hands, ducks, dodges, dives, and weaves and dodges.
Alright, can I use a key point to do another attack? I don't know what...
So, he naturally gets a third... He can use his bonus action to make another attack if he wishes, if he wants to. Or he can spend a key point to make another 2 attacks, and in doing so also means he can do other things.
Oh, I'll do the next 2 attacks then?
That would be expending a key point.
Yeah.
Alright.
So that's 2d6, I'm guessing. That's the same bloody roll again.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That was the same roll, so unfortunately all 4 of his attacks miss.
Alright,
Wow.
he's gonna step back here. And keep an eye out down the hall.
Alright.
It's Sano's going here.
Sano's turn.
Can I hit it from here with my produce flame?
I would say you'd have to step forward and then step back.
Yeah, okay. I step forward. No, that's not the hashtag. Produce flame attack. That's a 17.
17 hits, roll damage.
Yay! And then it is produce flame damage. That's 9.
9 points of damage. The flames sort of skitter across its scales and it snaps at you in annoyance.
Zerno steps back.
Bye.
Right. Ro is going to stay where he is because he doesn't entirely know what's happening. Actually, quick. Actually, he's going to reach forward. He's going to touch Agnes. And as he does so, Agnes, you feel that your skin starts to almost solidify. And as you look down, you look very tree-like. Your AC is now counted as 16.
Wow.
Oh,
Ooh.
He has just given you bark skin.
Oh,
nice.
bless.
One, he touched me, and 2, he changed me. I'm really rude.
Yes, but you have a higher armor class, so deal with it.
Yes, but Agnes just sort of like tensed up, just like, "Nah."
You tense up and your skin tenses up as well. It's weird.
Don't forget the plan. Don't forget the plan.
Yeah.
I'll see.
I'm going to move. I'm just going to move up a bit further.
I've
I'm
forgotten.
gonna move. I can get to there with my movement. And then I'm going to drop my healing spirit on top of Boar.
Alright.
I've heard the sounds of attempt combat, I think.
Which one's yours? That one's yours.
Are they not the same? Do they not look the same?
Hmm?
I know
No,
in
one's
game they
RC's totally not evil healing spirit, and the other one's Sono's totally not evil healing spirit.
don't. Mine's a fairy dragon.
It does look like a fairy dragon, but for the purposes of this, it's a big, scary, evil black monster.
Thank you, and it doesn't do it when I first do it.
No, it's when he starts his turn in there, or if he were to walk in there.
Mhm.
It's essentially if, yeah, it acts on their turn, essentially.
And can I hold my action with a bow in case any more creatures show up down this hallway? Because healing spirit's a bonus action.
Then yes, you can. You can hold a shot.
Sweet. Thank you.
Agnes.
I'm next. But probably shouldn't be doing this. She's called go up here, making sure she can see everything up the hallway, and
Make a
probably like,
perception check.
oh fuck.
You don't get to just say it.
I mean, she can see it.
You can
whether
see.
she
You
takes
can see
notice
to
of
the end of the
anything.
hallway.
And
you
I'm
can see to the end of the
going-
hallway. As far as you can tell, it's the end of a hallway. Also, you've got a floaty cloud monster in front of you.
I'm just confused how web is concentration, but sure.
Because you have to concentrate for the effects to stay there. You are creating something to appear out of nothing. You have to focus on doing so.
I'll cast web at the end of the hall, or at this bit, so it covers like just the entrance of this bit.
All right.
Do you want me to draw it?
No, I can draw a white square.
Isn't it a 15 by 20? Or was I mistaken?
20-foot cube.
Oh, is it 20-foot cube?
20-foot cube from point. Yeah.
20-foot cube. Choice of web fills a 20-foot cube at the point of the duration. The web's a difficult terrain and likely obscure the area. The webs aren't anchored between two solid. Okay, each creature that starts to stand web or enters them during its time must make dexterity saving throw. It is limited by the hallway. Which side do you want the web to go on?
What do you mean?
Well, it's a 20-foot cube. It either goes to the left or to the right. Yep.
I'm
There you
confused.
go.
Yeah, and I said I wanted it around, like, the center here.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. Since it's either going to be a cube to the left or a cube to the right.
Oh.
it
Cube
has
to the
you can't do half cubes because otherwise its area of effect would be more than the area given.
Cube
So
to
you
the
had to-
left.
Cube to the left, so you want it like that then?
Yes, because that's where Dayron said the people were.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is that your turn?
Move there and yes.
It's closed doors, I'm afraid. All right, the guard drake's turn. It no likey.
Mm.
You're going to disengage and jump through this wall.
Shit.
Damn them.
That thing can disengage?
Yes,
Damn it.
it's an action.
Everyone has.
Creatures can disengage, and guard drakes aren't
Mm.
exactly stupid.
Mm.
They come night eyes isn't stupid.
I mean, they're stupid, but they're not very stupid.
They have self-preservation.
They know to get back up.
And they also know how to fight.
Hmm.
I mean, it would be a stretch to, pretty much the enemies can do everything you guys can do. It would be a stretch to say that a guard drake could feed itself a healing potion because that uses hands, but essentially, yeah, take that as
Great
you
for
may.
lack of opposable thumbs.
Pretty much. All right, it runs through the wall. Lucian, what do you do?
He realizes this and is like, "Oh shit, where did he go?" And should I?
You see him go through the wall.
Yeah,
There's just a pile of rubble where it was.
Yeah. So, thinking I might back out of the room to see if the Drake went like into the hallway or something.
All right.
Take a few steps back and just glance around. I don't want to shout because that would obviously that if there's any of the other guys, any other cultists that are around would hear me shout.
Well, the
I mean,
Drake
it
will
going through the
run.
wall made a bit of a noise, and it
And the
also
web.
hissed at Boar. So,
And the web, which just suddenly.
and Agnes actually has to say things for the web, I believe. Or actually, does the staff? I forget. Does the staff allow you to do it without components?
Yes.
Which allows you to use the spells. No components are required.
I'm going to switch from the longsword to longbow and hold my action.
All right. Now we get to here. I need to roll several d20s.
Oh no.
We all knew it was coming, guys.
Hmm.
No joke.
If they do come towards where Senna and Bora are, we should back out and hopefully force them into that little bit. But then they might go around as well. You never know, it might work, why not? Bottleneck
Right.
them.
And then we will make you green group. Okay. So that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. How many do I need to roll? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
These drakes blue and purple? Or what colour have these drakes been?
Hmm?
What
Blue.
colour is it? Just blue? Okay.
Yeah, you haven't seen a purple drake.
Great!
That is perfect.
The purple drakes have only been seen by the conduit.
Ah, yes. I remember the purple
shit,
drakes.
no, that he didn't get that.
I was just curious because of
That
reasons.
one. I really need to get these in the correct order.
So many people, so many people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the poor god drakes.
No.
Fuck them.
It's okay.
I'm
Wow.
beyond
Always
sympathetic at this point.
I'm feeling hostilities, hostile work environment.
They can just make more drakes. It's fine.
Hostile work environment.
Bruh,
You're trying
that
to kill us.
shit's expensive.
Oh no, but they can do it.
Right. Sending. Savangal, it is still your go.
She's going to hold her action with a crossbow shot, bolts are loaded and ready to go shoot at an enemy if she sees them.
All right.
How many times per turn can you hold your action?
Mhm.
Out of curiosity.
What do you mean?
It's like if you've already like I just held my attack for my longbow.
So holding your action, you forfeit your action.
Mhm.
To you forfeit your action and essentially, technically it's meant to be and your bonus action, but I let you change your weapons. But you forfeit your action and normally your bonus action as well to be able to use something as a reaction whenever.
Okay, so it's like hold
You
the
forfeit your
action, then
turn.
attack, and then could do it again.
Hmm. Yeah. So every turn you get, every time it becomes your turn in the turn order, you get an action, a reaction. An action, a movement, a bonus action, and then you get a reaction to be able to be used throughout that entire round. The reaction can be used whenever during the entire round. If you hold your action, you essentially mean you don't take it then, but you take it somewhere else during the entire round before it gets back to your turn.
Okay.
At your turn, it resets all the actions which you have.
Alrighty. Okay.
And for legendary creatures, it resets their legendary actions as well.
Hopefully we don't encounter them.
It depends. Higher levels, you will. All right. So Agnes, you hear, "Oh God!" and another, miss me.
Wait, what?
From down the hallway, you hear, oh God, and then miss me.
Me when I walked into the face first
Game
into
was just
spider webs.
wait, what?
One of them just pipes up. It's like I'm back in the dorm. Boys' dormitory.
All right, and you guys do see just ahead, just pop around.
Can I shoot it? I can't
Yes,
reach
but he
it.
has 3/4 cover because it is literally just his head.
That's fine. I'm shooting him.
Headshot, headshot, headshot,
Roll to
headshot,
hit.
headshot.
All right, that does still hit.
Oh,
Not
hell yeah.
damage.
There we go.
How are you able to do that with it not being Arsene's turn?
I held
That's
my
re-
So
action.
she held her attack, and she's just expended her reaction to do to make that attack.
Oh, that's good to know.
So you
So that's
could
what you would have done as well. And you,
do
ow! That's a lot of them. They're back.
Nice.
Thank you. I can't believe I hit him.
Okay, Ball's turn. Can Ball hold? It's only action I can hold. I can't hold movement as well, right?
You can hold your action to sprint, to dash, but
Yeah.
that would be your action held.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Ball's gonna move over to here, ready a dart.
Dart only has a range of 20 feet.
Hang on. Ah, right. He's gonna move. Hang on. Where can he? Sorry, that's the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's beyond your range, perps.
Yeah, Ball's gonna move up to next to the square side Agnes here. And
Alright.
hold his action to throw
Hi.
a dart.
To throw a dart, okay. Okay.
Now it's some other guy's turn that we don't know about.
Yep, yes it is. He is going to do things unknown. Turner, your turn.
Hang on. So this door, I can't see this door, right?
The door's closed. You see there's a door, but the door is closed. All the
Alright.
doors seem to swing shut, essentially.
Alright. Cerno is going to Zeno's gonna move to there. Sorry, Dayron. I don't know you're there, but sorry. And he's
I
gonna
feel violated.
and he's gonna hold produce flame.
All right.
Does that set Dayron on fire?
No, but he looks very worried.
What? He's just getting a free heater, okay?
Mhm.
It's very up
He
close
did
and
say
personal.
he wanted to get a tan
I was
earlier.
gonna say
This wasn't what I meant.
Tough noogies.
All right. Rose going to cautiously advance with you guys.
Oh, I forgot to heal Ball.
Is this a free
Yeah, he
square
started his
wide
turn in the.
thing?
Hmm?
Is this 3 square wide?
Yeah.
Ah,
Already at 1 health.
sugar. Okay.
And did anyone move through the healing spirit?
I did, but I
Sorry.
wouldn't have.
He's at full health anyway.
Ooh.
Never mind then. I was.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a reading.
3 wide. Ro is going to step forward and say, "Up past that doorway to the left is the way into the underground."
And everyone just left roll 20.
Nope, same.
What?
oh,
Roll
Roll
20 is probably
21.
having problems again.
There we go.
Oh, there we
And
go.
we're
Hey, you
back.
roll back.
Phew. That was good.
no.
And that is Rose's turn.
Hidden dude number 3.
Arsene.
Yeah. Fudge.
I do not feel comfortable leaving that doorway there.
I do not either.
Mhm. I'm less likely to hit Soda out of the 3 people.
Mm-mm.
Well, this time you won't be hitting me. Thing. Cough, cough.
Hey, I've hit everyone in this party at least once, I'm sure.
I don't think
Not
you've
me
hit
You
yet.
Sono.
stabbed one of them, I
I
think.
don't think
Leave
you've
it
hit
that
Sono.
way.
No, I didn't.
With
Yeah,
the
I don't
sword that we're trying to get back.
I've hit Cerno the most out of everyone.
Really?
Mm.
I've hit him at least twice.
I do not remember that.
You were the first one I hit. I
Oh,
was very upset about it.
I was the
I don't think
first.
you've hit. I don't think you've hit.
They always remember their first, don't worry.
All of you. You know, I'm just so used to hitting people with arrows at this point.
She just wants everyone to be a porcupine. God, is there anything wrong with that?
I'm then gonna move my use my bonus action, move my healing spirit back onto Boar.
All right.
And I'm gonna hold my action, please. Sorry, Lucian.
You didn't shoot me. It's fine.
You
Right,
could
Agnes, what are you doing?
Well, hmm. Can't do much.
What options and spells do you have at the moment?
Not much.
Anything that could be used by traps?
Nope.
Anything you can hold your action for?
Without
No,
wasting a spell slot? Nope.
Oh, and point of note, holding a spell is concentration.
Mm-hmm.
So
Good
if
to
you
know.
hold onto a spell, if you're concentrating on something, that concentration goes away. And if you're hit before you release the spell, you have to make a constitution saving throw to see if you can continue holding onto it.
Can I
Got
see
it.
this doorway?
Yep, it's a large doorway. It's two large doors, which sort of about that's about a 15 feet doorway. The doors are about, I don't know, 6 and 7 feet.
And it's closed.
Yep. All doors seem to be closed down here. And unless someone's holding that door open next to Arsene and Lucian, it's slowly swinging back shut.
Then
Maybe.
I will shut it. Mage hand.
Is there any way to seal the door so they can't open it?
Mage hand can't Lock it, unfortunately.
No, and it doesn't appear to have any locks. Okay, the door's no longer swinging closed. It is now just closed.
I don't know what else to do, but yeah. Ta-da.
All right.
I'm helpful.
You try.
I can't help until I see someone.
Mm.
Make perception checks, please. We'll go with Boar and Arsene.
Woo. Ooh. Woo.
Okay, Boar's... it was like, dum-de-dum-de-dum. Oh, wait, that's me!
Boar's perception is +2.
+2, okay. No, that's not it. Social 120 plus
Born
2.
Arsene. Why?
That's
No,
an
because-
11 from Boar.
Perspective.
Boar doesn't notice, but Arsene, you hear sounds coming from the room to your left.
Oh, shit.
Hello. Welcome back.
Can I give a warning to everyone?
Uh,
There's people in the left room.
you can shout that you hear noise, but that's about it.
I'll say noise in left room.
So all those who are like me, this way.
Night Eyes hasn't beamed anything to our scene yet, right?
No. Yeah, haven't seen anything.
Other than the want for ham.
Mhm.
Right, Lucian, your
That's
turn.
just a continuous
Okay.
thing.
That's just a continuous stream of hunger.
Just
Alright, so we can get pretty far
constantly
before the connection cuts out.
going.
Should I go ahead and open the door at this point, you think, guys?
Which door?
The one on the left.
We
can't
saw
get
them
to
go
it.
right.
Yeah, isn't it?
I mean, is there a door
what?
there?
Yeah, it's there.
Well, I thought there was one here.
That
No.
isn't a
No?
door. That's just my blocky
Oh, okay. I thought
That's
there
just
was
my
a door
blocky
here.
moving. No, if you look, the
Ah.
dark grey is the doors. The dark grey is the walls, and the light grey is the floors.
You'd start using like actual door models.
Well, no, because then it gets busy,
True.
and then I would have
well-
to show them when they're open and when they're closed.
I'm gonna go ahead and move myself over right next to the door and hold my action. I don't really know what else to do at the moment.
Understandable.
Savingar, what are you doing?
She would like to give inspiration to Boar.
All right.
That's
All
a D-
semblance of stealth now completely lost.
That's a D6, right?
Mhm.
Just so I know.
Yep, a d6.
Okay.
It's a D8.
Oh, it's d8 now. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. So lovely weather we're having. Oh, it's horrible. Get it off me.
So many wonderful memories of the boys' dorm on Valentine's Day.
So,
Shame none of them are arachnophobic.
Man, that's a mood.
By the way, thought just occurred to me. Have we mentioned on stream that this is going to be a short one?
No, but you guys got about 15,
Yeah, 15 minutes.
maybe slightly more, depending how I'm feeling. Wow, purple.
No.
Wow.
They are a thing.
Please, no, no,
Ah.
no, 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 no.
Boar has 5 hit points.
Alright, balls
So,
up next.
what are you guys planning on doing other than getting web everywhere?
Kicking your
Browsing the web,
ass!
of course.
Getting that sword back! And he's gonna... How far can I move up till I see around this hallway
That's a
here?
doorway.
Is there a door there?
Yes. It is a door.
It's a bloody big
Is
door.
It is. It's a double door.
Alright,
Comment, I think you got a critic in the chat.
I also described this to Agnes beforehand, but you know.
Wait, what?
yeah, sorry, it was like, but that looks like it's three
It's
stairs.
a
required to me.
15-foot doorway
Okay.
with like a 6-foot and a 7-foot door. The craftsmanship
Okay.
wasn't the best.
Okay, yeah. So he's there. His movement is like
40.
40. All right. Is it an action to open the door?
No, it's part of the movement.
All right. Where the door's there, right?
You can stand.
I can
You
stand.
can stand here and act. The door is within that 5-foot square, so you only have to be in an adjacent square to be able to activate it.
All right. Bort opens the door. Or can he open the door from here, like around the corner?
He can open one of the doors from there.
He opens one of the doors from there.
This is 10-foot reach.
Yeah. Lanky ass arms.
All right. He sees that.
It's the leader.
A health bar.
Doesn't even see the health bar.
He doesn't see.
He just sees
The health
part of the
bar.
room.
Health bar. Dun dun dun.
If I peek around the, if he's peeking. All right. He stands there. Does he see anything? So he's moved from there. That's 20.
Out of character.
He has
Do
a
we
door in his way to
Yeah,
that
there
side.
he is.
Was that
Okay, so
side?
we'd see that. Yeah?
So he's
That
20
angle.
there. So can he open the other door as well? Can you just like push both of them open now?
He can.
Yeah, he pushes them both open. Like, hello! Oh, punch the thing. It's fine.
Oh.
Hmm.
He doesn't have full view of the room. Stop wiggling.
Stop wiggling! Stop wiggling it everywhere!
Stop wiggling, otherwise this tunnel becomes unstable.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Stop wiggling or the stream gets shut down.
Alright. He's gonna step forward in range to throw a dart. Throws dart, that's his... It's a +6. So
Oh,
that's
another one of
just...
those.
Yep. And he's throwing the... And he sees this guy here, so he's gonna throw it at that one. Sorry. I'll designate it first last time, but I didn't see. You didn't reveal him.
Well, that's
Sorry.
because he stepped forward. You said he stepped forward as he threw, so I revealed it because he stepped forward.
Okay, yep, so it'll be a...
So,
that guy. Up there.
he's in partial cover.
Oh.
He's ducked down and pressed up against that.
The guy who's just standing brazenly in the room then.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that does not hit him.
Yeah.
Bye! He's gonna...
Throws the dart. Just glances off some of the studded leather armor.
So he's got... So boom, boom, boom. Can I get it to there? Move. So hang on, let me map it.
Yep, you can do that.
To
You
here?
all think the cultists look like
Hang
beetles?
on. You've gone to
Yeah, let me measure it out. So boom,
there,
boom.
back to there, to there.
Like, okay, there. Okay. Yep.
Cool. Oh, you're not even gonna stay around to say hi.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
Well, if you want me, come and get me.
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. I want his idol.
Let me
Is
double...
that an offer
Wait.
from him?
Hey! You're finally here!
Well, I'm not technically here, but I'm staying quiet.
You're with us in spirit.
Okay.
I am with you in spirit and in the DM call.
He's Dayroning it.
Yeah, I'm Dayroning it.
Okay.
Use flame. Let me just double check the range. Range / area itself. Hang on. Okay, within 30 feet of me. So I can... Oh, would you look at that? I'm right in range.
Yay! Do it.
I produce flame at him. Vroom. And let me hang on. That's a +5. I should have just done the nah.
Nope, the produce flame, just you run up as it just kind of sails just over his left shoulder.
And then Cerno will take the step back to next to Boar and buddy up with him. They're in there!
I told you they were in there.
We didn't hear you.
We don't hear that.
Yeah, no, that's
No,
that's
this is
what
this is Oddhand arguing with him, not my
I
character.
was gonna say that is for Agnes's listening pleasure.
Commentary that you just can't shut off.
I don't think they are planning to come out.
This one's trying to make up his mind, though.
He's like, oh, do I go? Oh, I don't want to go. He's flip-flopping.
It's
He's yes and he's no. He's hot and he's cold. He's in and then he's out.
You know, if I was really amazing at animating, I would love to make so many crack scenes from the series. Just so many things. This would have to be one of them.
Would go.
Look, he'd be doing. He'd
Like he's just
the
doing
cultist
he's
leader,
just
and the
moonwalking
guys
right
would be
in
having to
front
do
of
a
him.
little dance or something, and you'd have the Drakes in the background. There'd be this really 90s music playing in the background. It'd be great.
Can I move my healing spirit? Just a square forward. Just one.
You do have
and,
control over it.
I don't. I can't
You
move
do
it.
have control over it.
Now I do. I've been clicking on it for ages to add its bar for my turns. I would like to hold me action. Oh wait, can I see this guy? No, definitely not. Not without possibly shooting ball.
And who would ever want that to happen?
You know, the walls in the way. I'll just hold my action then in case any of them come towards us, and then I'll shoot them.
All right,
If I can.
Agnes, what are you doing?
Me?
Yes.
Well, if they won't come out to play, then we're gonna have start party in that room and go walk up B and high. How far would I be able to throw something?
What are you planning on throwing?
D&D.
It's listed in its description.
Dynamistic.
I thought you said D&D for a sec.
Yes, I'm gonna throw D&D at them.
I mean, they
Haven't
sound
actually
alike and
even-
all that.
Light a stick of dynamite and throw it at 60 feet. I'm going to throw it. What's easy? Can I throw it in the middle of these three?
Let's
Because they're all. To like
pretty good.
here. Because then they're all in 5 feet of it.
No, it has to be per square. So you can throw it there and it will affect that one guy. If you threw it here, yeah, no, it
Well, that's annoying.
I mean, they just took up defensive positions, and that guy's in the center of the room, so
What did we do, sorry?
it wasn't actually planned like that. I forgot dynamite was only 5 feet.
Do it here then.
Oh, we're doing
Which square?
dynamite.
This
That
square?
one. Yeah, so
Okay.
get the guy on the right.
What's the bet? That we break something really valuable?
Okay, he has to make a dexterity 12 saving throw. All right, he doesn't make it.
Oh, yes!
So he takes the 3d6 bludgeoning damage.
God.
Do I roll it?
Yep. You're the one making the attack.
Oof.
Oh, so that works. Nice. Wait, what does fudge mean?
Hmm?
What does that do? What?
Mm.
Budge? What?
What?
I'm looking on the left and using the dice, and it's really weird.
You might need to screenshot what you're seeing because I
Oh,
don't.
it's they've updated the die roll. I don't know what it does.
Is that just like fudging the dice?
I don't think so.
I mean,
Weird.
What is going on?
What's that?
that doesn't make that doesn't make any sense.
No.
Okay then.
We'll
Anyway.
just ignore that.
Oh yeah, fudge.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm hungry, damn it.
Nom 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 nom. All right. So
There's the
that
dice
was
roller.
what? 13 points of damage.
Yeah, that.
You hear the and ah.
Surprise! Bye!
We are being such pansies. This is great.
We have good
Oh.
reason to.
What was that?
Nervous.
And boy.
The guy just kind of sticks his head out and then withdraws as he sees the gaggle of you guys.
Can I shoot him if he sticks his head out? Or
You can. He's again at 3/4 cover.
Headshot, headshot, headshot.
headshot?
Oh,
Hell yeah!
He's already ducked back to him by the time your arrow clangs against stones.
Shit. Please don't want a one.
Ugh.
Or just watch till your next one is going to be a 1. Thanks for
Oh,
that.
You can correct them now.
Yourself.
I can correct them, kind of. It'll be 3 ones for my charges. Oh,
All right, Lucian, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to move over to here, I think. And I'm going to try to shoot this guy with my longbow. Oh, can I reach him from here? Or is he
Not really. He's kind of pushed against the corner.
maybe?
You hit him, but he's in cover, and then the guy in the center room, well, he's just stood there.
What about here?
It's just
Fucking
casually.
asshole.
Uh,
How do we
asshole.
do the thing again?
he's still kind of like you're trying to shoot him through a wall. You know, I'll give him half cover. You can shoot him, but he has a higher AC.
I'll stick with this guy.
He also has cover.
Oh wait, actually, we wouldn't have been able to see him, would we? It would have been these two at first. I'll take the risk with the guy with the
At the
small
wall?
mouth.
Which one are you shooting at?
Which one did you say was you would have
They
given
both
half?
have. This one has half cover.
Okay.
This one has 3/4.
I'm going to shoot this one.
All right.
/R.
You can roll 2
D20.
shots. You can try and fire twice if you want.
So that is /R D20 plus what is it for longbow? Oh no, it's 1d8.
No.
that's
Your to hit
damage.
is D20
damage.
plus 5.
One of these years, I'll figure this out.
Okay.
It's a D20
Okay.
plus 5, but you can roll 2 D20s because you can make 2 attacks. Yes, Abby?
Okay.
Yes, no, I'm just encouraging odd. Don't worry.
No.
2d20 plus 5. Going once, going
Yeah.
twice.
Yes, 2 D20s plus 5.
18.
Unfortunately, no, it's not adding them together. It's a 6 plus 5 and a 7 plus 5.
So it misses.
So that's an 11. That's an 11 and a 12. So unfortunately, even without the 3/4 cover, those miss.
Fucker.
It's okay.
So just
Can I
thum,
scoot
thum,
over to
as they
can
stick
I-
into the display case he's hiding behind.
Am I scooting over to? Can I scoot over to here before ending my turn? Okie dokie.
Yep.
I'm doing that.
All right, Savengale.
Alright, you would like to give Arsene inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Arsene is inspired.
Yay.
And move up there.
All right. Is that all?
That's all.
Okay, right. He needs to make a dexterity save. Oh, natural 20. All right.
Oh,
Nice.
Mm,
For him.
Hi, dude.
He
Asshole.
runs across.
Asshole.
It's all over my brand new shoes.
You just hit ew, 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 ew.
oh, Pookie.
Oogie. Poor little kitty.
All right. Bo?
Let me just measure movement. There. Alright, he's gonna move forward to. Can he hit the guy from. He was here. Sorry, so boom.
Who you aiming at?
I wanna fight this guy here. Where do I have to move to punch him?
To punch him?
Yeah, closest that I can.
There.
Alright, and that's. Alright, I should have enough movement to get back, right?
As you walk in, you do notice that the guy in the center is smiling. He holds Talon in one hand, and in the other hand is a familiar-looking orb.
Oh no, he's got it back.
And Boar, make a perception check as well, so D20 plus 2.
What was that orb again?
20 plus 2.
Lightning.
That's 8.
Okay. He does not notice that the dragon wing in the top hand corner also has an orb, but Boar does not see that.
Alright,
Yeah,
he's gonna throw punches at this dude up here, so that's 2d. No, that's 2d20, and it was plus. I'll just roll the 2d20 and then add the plus afterwards. So that'll be 2 hits.
Hit and a hit.
Nice. And then it was a bonus action to throw an extra hit in, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll try the bonus action hit as well. And it was plus 6. I'll just add that. Nah. So the first 2
That's
hits
a miss.
hit.
You also have a D8 inspiration.
Oh yes, thank you. So
Mm.
slash R1D8.
Oh,
What do
yeah.
I-
No, that's now a hit. That's 3 hits.
Yes, thank you, purple.
Please.
Okay, let me
What
double
the-
check. So 3d6 plus 9. 6 plus 9. That's 17 points of damage.
Wow.
After the first 2 hits, he's down.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'll get back here.
Boar does 2 boom boom sucker punches and then roundhouse kicks him right in the side of the skull as he into the wall.
Breaks his
Ooh.
neck.
No.
Oh, yeah, he's just collapsed in a pile of gore.
Ooh.
I get to see.
That's not very nice now, is it?
Boar looks.
Says you.
Boar looks at the dude, does like the "I'm watching you" and then backs
Now,
up.
where do you think you're going? And Boar now needs to make.
Oh no.
Nope, no, he doesn't. He needs to make an attack roll.
I need to make an attack roll.
No, he needs to make an
Okay.
attack roll.
Ah, he's holding his
Oh,
action.
he's
right.
holding his action.
Yeah,
Oh,
because these guys can do the same stuff that you guys can do.
I
That
know.
is a 16. When
Uh,
Boar's AC is 15.
Yep, that hits.
So, this is lightning type. So, the blast of lightning energy. $26 points of damage as
Ooh.
Lucian, Sono, Arsene, Agnes, Savango, and Ro all just see this blast of lightning energy just go.
And Boar gets flung back or something.
Nope, he just is charred, and the smell of burnt fur is beginning to whiff around.
Oh.
Does he now have an afro because of that?
Yes, he also has an afro.
Am I still able to move back, please?
He is still able to move back, but he just took one hell of a hit.
Yeah.
Essentially, as Boar does the "I'm watching you," he just raises the orb, points it, and you just hear this crackling of energy, and it hits Boar square in the chest, square in the back as he's half turned round and he kind of stumbles and makes his way back.
Oh, that hurt. That's his. That's his go, because I don't think he can do anything else because he's used his action bonusing. Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm. Is that all you've got? Sir.
He's so
The
mean.
fact they got the orbs back.
They must
Yeah,
have more
no.
of them somewhere.
Or they found
Three of
new
them
ones.
had Three of them had orbs. The higher up you fought last time didn't have his.
So either that's what they were looking for in the ruins, or it has something to do with those gauntlets that...
No, all three
No,
of them
the
brought
guy
an
gave
orb. Head honcho used his, so he requisitioned one off his second in command.
Yeah.
What are these orbs again, by the way?
They're
This
just
is
orbs
basic
which
German.
allow them to cast powerful magic.
Oh,
Lightning.
great. Can they be destroyed?
They destroy after 2 uses.
Oh.
Or from what you've seen anyway. Also,
Oh.
you guys,
Oh no. Where'd it go?
you guys don't actually see it in there.
I see. I see. I don't like this.
Sano, your turn.
I'm gonna move to here. Do I see into the room now?
Yeah.
So that was my 10, 15 to go. Ah, I can see that dude.
Mm-hmm. 3/4 cover again. He's pushed up against this display case, which is now somewhat shattered.
Mm-hmm.
3/4 cover, huh? That's 15 feet. That's probably not the... Yeah, I'm gonna produce flame again. Come on, baby. Nah.
Nope, that's a miss, I'm afraid. The fire just sort of glances off part of the shards of glass which were flung around from Agnes's boom boom stick.
Hang on, let me double check. I've got... Ah, we took a short rest, so I got my... Could have gotten my spirit totems back, but... It didn't take them off. Oh well,
Did you remember to click the confirm when you took the short rest?
possibly not. I don't remember. Yeah, so I'm gonna summon my unicorn spirit.
Alrighty.
And it's gonna
The
sit
unicorn.
where effectively in the hallway where it can get effectively everyone.
Alright.
Yeah, there.
Ah, there. Certainly.
What time is it, by the way?
10 past, don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on it.
Okay. Not trying to be a pain, just trying to be helpful.
I'm keeping an eye on it, don't worry.
Okie doke.
If that's Sano's turn?
Yeah, that's everything you can do.
Bastards. Alright.
Who called that? Nice.
Just shouted, just called us bastards.
Is
Wow.
Dayron doing anything?
He's just floating there going, "No, I told you they were there. They're there. That room. That's nasty.
Oops.
This seems to be going nowhere.
Don't stand there. Don't remain... Okay, he's remaining there.
What, row?
Yeah.
He's going to move there and take up a defensive position. He maintains 3/4 cover.
Yep.
Arsene.
Section, move my healing spirit. 1, 2, 4. Boop.
All right.
Then I'm gonna cast a level 1 Cure Wounds. 1 more. 8 points of healing.
4 heals 8. He's on 24.
Yay! That's my turn. Checking in with Night Eyes. Everything's cool, Night Eyes? Yes, good.
Agnes, your turn.
Let me just double check reading. So distance. I don't know how this would work with the cone. Oh, wrong thing. So if it's a 15-foot cone, doubling it would become a 30-foot
30-foot cone.
So, excuse me.
Do you need me to make a 30-foot cone?
This thing's gonna get fiery.
A second.
Wait, 30-foot cone. You stand there. Or you stand like... If you stand in the room, that's nasty.
It'd be one of those two. And then...
10, 15.
If I stand there, I want to know what I see down here. Then it'll depend where I change who I shoot at. Because the cone is 45 degrees. So it's not going to reach this guy and whoever's down here. It's going to be one or the other.
That is an unpleasant triangle.
That's weird.
What can I see down here? Because it's going to change
Perception
where
check.
I point the cone. Oh, why?
Because he's stealthed.
I can see shit.
Nope.
I can't see shit.
Do we at least see the room?
She can see the room, but she has no idea where the guy's gone.
Do I see that guy?
Oh, there's a guy there. Icky.
Yeah. And he's
That's
glaring
not good.
daggers at you.
Mm-hmm.
Pick and choose.
I will aim at him. This one, sorry.
I think you can. Wait, have I allowed you to move the cone? I think I've allowed. Oh.
If you draw it, you can't. The other person
Oh, yeah.
can't move it.
So how are you aiming? Are you aiming it like this?
Yeah, to get him, and then hopefully whoever. Wait, could I? If I was down one, would I have been able to see him? No. Yeah, as long as it hits him, whatever else is behind.
Maximize the damage of the room.
Yeah.
Maximize
And
coverage.
probably set whatever's in that chest on fire as well.
It's
Yeah.
just an open chest.
I mean,
It was
it's
closed
setting
and he was
whatever's in
just
that room
hiding
on
in it
fire.
like, they'll never find me.
Just dived into the chest, did he? Right.
I mean, it worked
That's
before.
dexterity saving throws, isn't it?
I'm casting it a second, by the way.
Oof. That's gonna be nasty, I bet.
Oh, what
It
room
is a
number that
dex
again?
save.
That's room number
15.
7. Hang on. Yeah, no, that chest has nothing in it. I wanted to double check. Okay,
Well, it's
casting at
burning
certain
anyway.
level. It's a dexterity saving throw, is it?
Yep.
Wow!
God damn it.
That's half damage, I'm afraid.
Well,
How many D's are you rolling? Oof.
So 7 points of damage to this guy as this wall of flame comes out.
Also, guys,
Hmm.
I can't move. No.
Wait, you can't
You hear
move?
you hear the and constant patting as he's kind of patting the fire out, starting to catch slightly on his clothes.
And
Oop.
Well,
everything.
look at it this way. You'll be getting a tan by the end of this.
It was Dayron who wanted a tan, and somehow scrolling backwards, I managed to go out of the map, go out of the frickin' roll 20. So give me a second as my roll 20 loads back up.
Yeah, I used 30 feet to get there.
I don't know, Atlas, would it? I assume it would. If Boar used a weapon with reach, it'd be 15 instead of the 10.
I would have to look into it. It might use the same rules as armor class, that you're essentially you use one method of calculating it or the other, or it might increase to 15. I honestly don't know. Right,
I
I'll
would
wait
have
to
for
thought
what's
sprint
going
it
away.
is-
stayed at 10.
Hmm?
Is to sprint
for-
a bonus action or an action?
Action for you.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, it's so some things don't stack and some things do, and you have to be. I would have to look in to see which one it does. I think him having a 15-foot. I don't know, because it'd be kind of unwieldy at range. I don't know. Either way, I can see it working.
I feel like it'd be 10 foot because when you attack it and make an unarmed strike, it's still 5 foot, and yet you stay 5 foot even with when you're wielding a weapon.
No, but when you're using a long weapon,
Oh,
I
is in
think
like a
it says
glaive
it
or
makes your
something.
range 10 foot. I would have to look into it. If
I misunderstood, sorry.
if the bugbear says that it increases it by 5 foot, then it would be 15. If it just says it becomes 10 foot, then the reach of of something like a pike is that of 10 foot, so it would just be 10 foot, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Because neither of them say that it increases it by 5 feet.
That makes sense.
It's the wording. It's fun.
Gotta love it.
All right, Night Eyes, make a perception check.
Woo.
Mhm.
I thought there'd be someone coming behind us.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Oh,
I
God.
agree.
My wood.
Night Eyes is happily clinging to the wall, daydreaming. Pam.
God damn it, Knight. You
Well-
had one job.
Oh, no.
One job.
He did take Savangil's advice and be a gargoyle. Gargoyles aren't on the good. They're there to scare spirits away.
I
He
just
does
saw
not
that.
see the thing which he might
I
have.
just saw it flicker.
Lucian, your turn.
Night eyes.
Unfortunately,
Damn it, this
Lucien
was-
would not have seen that flicker. So,
Well.
I'm going to move in here and let's see.
There's a lot of fire.
Make a
going.
perception check, Lucian.
Yeah, before I enter the room or
As you
after?
do it.
All right, perception. That's what roll? What?
Nah, he's not in range.
Perception is a d20 minus 1 for you.
Okay, D20 minus 1.
Yeah, d20 minus 1.
All right.
Yep, nope. It's essentially to see if you can see the leader guy who hid.
Yeah. Where is he? Where's
You
the
have
leader?
no idea.
Is that all you're doing?
Where'd he go?
You don't know?
I'm going to. I can see this guy, right?
Yep, you can see the other two. You don't know where the leader is. He hid.
Is there a light
think
source in
I'm
this room,
gonna-
by the way? Or is it completely pitch
I'm gonna
black?
Yeah,
there
attack
is
him
now.
with
There are
Witchbolt.
sconces light. You're going to
Witch
attack him with Witch Bolt?
Yes. Finally, get to see if I can use this.
All right, roll a
Yeah.
d20 and add 6.
/R D20 +6.
12 unfortunately does not hit. The witch bolt goes astray as, having just been burnt, he is incredibly aware of other magics being put on him, and he
Fair
sort
point.
of ducks down underneath as the witch bolt just sails past him and grits his teeth. And unfortunately, with that, I will have to call our adventure there.
Yep.
It is getting a bit late, and unfortunately, I need to get up in the morning.
It's important.
Mhm.
Important.
It is
And-
rather important.
An important thing.
However, I do not foresee any reason why we cannot have a session next week.
Yeah, should be fine.
Actually, something which we do need to talk about.
Yes.
So, a session on the 15th. Purple will be traveling.
Okay.
I guess this would probably be a better thing to ask on the session beforehand, but we could have a session if she's okay with Savangal being controlled by me.
Yeah, I'm alright with
Do you-
that.
Do you trust him with this?
It depends on the. I mean, she's
Okay.
literally going to see me the next day, so I'm going to have to tell her what happened, and she. Well, yeah, she'll be right next to me within 5 feet, and I'm sure I'll provoke attacks of opportunity as I try and run away. Obviously, it'll depend on the. It'll depend on the situation. If it's meant to be like a social thing, if it's social and you've only just met up with Kimi, I think it would be a tad unfair to run it. So I might run just a sort of an arena where you guys get to fight a interesting monster or something.
Ooh.
Just
Give me
because I
some
don't want us to
practice.
miss too many sessions, and because
Yeah.
after the 15th, the 22nd, we will not be having a session because, well, Purple is still here, and I
Mhm.
won't be. Unless you want an entire room of onlookers, I don't think it'd be a good idea for us to try and run a session. And after that, we are going to have to figure out a change
That's-
in the timing. Yes, after that, we're going to have to figure out a change in the timing.
Yeah.
And
We'll figure it out. We have time.
we
That was
do.
not-
We have about we have a month to figure it out, but we need to figure out the change in timing. But we should have a session next week. I am not doing the episode one shot. I will create an interesting scenario for them to happen to be in,
So much fan service.
or I might. We could see about getting we could see about maybe getting 1 or 2 people in to run a one shot as well. One of us
Sure.
could run an interesting one shot. We might be able to get if Sophie's interested, we might be able to get her in. If you could. I mean, if Max wanted to, you might be able to get them in as well.
I do have my one shot, but I've just
So,
got 2 maps to draw, and that's done.
But next week we should be all good. Although next week we do need to remember about the change in time zones for some of us.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
So
I'm so good at this.
so we will have to figure that out as well. But those
Well-
complications will be sorted out eventually. Thank you for watching this
Thank you.
semi-half full length episode. Apologies about no episode last week. But thank you for watching this episode of The Dummies and Their Dice.
Yay.
Coming up with our shed.
Thank you.
We shall see how this battle concludes next week in the next exciting webisode.
Webisode.